E aí? Pogo!
What's this?
Come to Papa.
Pogo.
We all want to watch Geek Week.
Netflix Geek Week 2022, June 6th to 10th.
We have our first sneak peek for Geek Week. We brought everyone.
Deixa mais gelado.
Previously on Geek Week.
Here.
But not here.
We've officially wrapped season 2 of Shadow and Bone, and we cannot wait for you to see what we've been up to.
Miss me? Then I'm like...
Absorb her into your bosom.
We'll be off to kill a monster!
Hello, Geek Week.
What, Jeff?
Hey Geek Week, I'm Zack Snyder.
And I'm Sophia Butella.
We're on the set of our big new movie, Rebel Moon.
We will face arrows and dragons.
Characters, stories, and just go deep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The most toxic relationship that you can imagine.
Of course you're a goddamn joke. I bought that general outfit from Party City, you idiot.
Geek Week をご覧の皆様、こんにちは。伊藤淳二です。
Yeah.
Your next reality show, all you need to do is buy a theater and a bathtub and a bed and have Winona Ryder watch movies.
I think if Spielberg and John Carpenter directed a Scooby-Doo film,
Wow, that would be amazing.
well, we're in it.
That's what I do love about television, is that you're finding it, the cast is impacting where you're taking the narrative to other levels.
Usar óculos com a camisa, porque arranha o óculos.
20. No, for real.
E não papel higiênico. Dentro do papel.
For real.
The luckiest. Vamos ver o que vai ter hoje.
What What's up, everybody? I'm Mari Takahashi.
And I'm Jeff Keighley. Welcome to Netflix Geeked Week.
Yes.
The sequel, right?
The sequel.
Second year doing this.
Geeked Week 2022, baby. It's great to be back here with you, Jeff.
I know, it was just a year ago. I feel like we were at Summer Game Fest with our good buddy Rahul, just talking about
that's right.
Netflix gaming shows. This year, though, we've also got Netflix games, and I'm thrilled to have Netflix as part of the Summer Game Fest this year. So shout out to everyone watching on the Game Awards channel right now.
And also to everyone co-streaming on Twitch.
That's right. It's not just about me. It's about everyone in the community who's here for the big breaking news.
That's right. All week long, Netflix has been dropping trailers and big news about series and movies. But today, it is all about the thing that we love. It's all about games, baby.
That's right, Mari. And you know, last year when we were here, it was just shows based on games. But today, we'll also be announcing some games based on shows. You guys with us? Plus, some well-loved mobile games are coming to Netflix, and some brand new games from developers like Devolver Digital. It's so awesome to see Netflix in the gaming business, so shows, games, everything you want about Netflix and games right here today.
Which is a lot to unpack. This is the very first time we get to cover Netflix games and this incredible lineup. There's so much, Jeff.
So are we gonna start with a game or a show?
That's a good question. We're announcing a brand new series based on a massively popular video game, which doesn't give you a lot, but I'm sure you'll tell us what we're talking about.
I know, it could just be about anything, but it is a world exclusive trailer. You know I love those. Check this out.
We're in.
Dragon Age Absolution. This is exciting because everyone's been awaiting the next Dragon Age game. I think we announced it at the Game Awards like 3-4 years ago. And while we wait for the game, now we get an incredible new show, and it looks amazing. I'm curious about how it fits together, but it's called Dragon Age Absolution.
Yeah, I played Inquisition, and I remember, there's so much lore when it comes to Dragon Age, right? And so I'm really excited where, like you said, where we're going to be plopped in and how all of that lore is going to be kind of spoon-fed to me, because I feel like it's just the best pieces of it, and we're going to get all of those.
And it's been, I think, quite a while since we've had new Dragon Age lore. I mean, it's been a long time since we've had a game, even though one is in development, so it's great that we're getting this ahead of, I think, the game even.
I mean, with Dragon Age, there's elves and mages and Hunari, and it's really cool to expand on the Dragon Age series.
Absolutely, and it looks great. That was a nice surprise. I didn't even know that was coming.
Nossa,
so
o cara
great
falou,
news.
nossa, eu estou realmente surpreso
That's not
pelo
all.
anúncio do Dragon Age
Here's a closer
Absolution.
look at
E
the
olha a cara dele
brand
de
new
surpresa. Nossa, eu
poster
estou realmente
for the show that we are
muito...
premiering here on Geek Week.
Ah, vai
Check it out.
tomar, mano. Que evento merda.
Who is she?
I know.
Bota uns apresentadores que
That's
não
what's cool
gostam
is
de
I love now
trabalhar
that the game companies and Netflix
nessa área. Os caras cara de cu de bunda, olha a cara de bunda dele, forçando estímulo no rosto para tentar parecer animado.
I have no idea who that. Hopefully it's a new character that maybe we'll get to meet in the
Acho
game.
que se botar eu tirando meleca lá, dá mais
what class she is. She looks like she might be an elf, but who knows?
What's her name?
Yeah, what's her name? What's her backstory?
These are all the things we're probably not
E Rolar deu superchat gritando que nem hater
very excited to learn more.
R$2.
And I gotta say, the series looks incredible.
Yeah, I love the animation style too. Everyone, don't miss the rich
Engraçado é o
lore
cara
and
falando, eu
world
fiquei muito
building of
animado pelo
Dragon
anúncio
Age
desse desenho, olha esse
Absolution.
aqui. E tu
Right,
vê a cara
we
dele
keep
tipo,
our
ó, de
eyes on
morto
that.
de
That was a
zumbi.
nice surprise, a big way to kick off Geeked Week Gaming. And if you want to
Hoje tá
rewatch
usando
that
sapato
gorgeous
direito, né,
trailer,
arrombado?
we just put it up on Twitter at
Hoje não
Netflix
tá usando
Geek.
uns sapatos
This
feios.
next series is sure to be
Tá usando um tênis
a... You
normal.
ready?
Yep.
Hit!
Oh,
Yes.
we're talking about Tekken Bloodline.
it ends with King. So cool.
Tekken, I gotta say, when I was a kid growing up in Canada, I loved playing Tekken in the arcades and then on PlayStation. This is such a classic fighting franchise. It's been a few years since we've had a new Tekken, but now this iconic fighting game franchise is now in anime coming to Netflix, and it is sure to please old and new fans alike.
Yeah, I mean, again, the animation style is so interesting. Today, we have a special treat for Tekken fans, a message from creator Katsuhiro Hirada. I'm so excited to see it. Let's roll it.
Obrigado, Ivo. Tirou onda, meu mano.
皆さんこんにちは、バンダイナムコで、鉄拳プロジェクト、もう27年ぐらい、ずっとチーフプロデューサー、チームリーダーやっております、原田です。よろしくお願いします。
O Japoca usando
これから
óculos
ですね、
escuros
鉄
para
拳ブラッドライ
parecer
ンの初公開クリップをこのギークドウィークで皆さんに初めて公開したいなと思っているんですけども、原作でも実はもう言葉だけで全く描いていなかった風間仁のお母さんと息子とのこう屋久島でのどんな生活をしているか、どんな会話をしているかっていうシーンが、垣間見えるんですけど、そこはもう本当に一番のお気に入りです。そうですね、風間仁がもし実在していたらってことですけど、もう本当に僕から風間仁の一言。
Resident Evil parece estar uma merda.
Olha
aí, Gamer Corporation de férias. Será que o melhor vai estar por último? Não sei, vamos ver. O que seria melhor pra você? Fizeram isso ontem, né, cara? Com The Last of Us.
それが今回初めてこういうシリーズのアニメ化されるというところで、きっと原作ファン、そして初めて見る人にも、なるほどこういう話なんだと、なるほどこういうことがあったんだっていうふうにいろんな発見があるものになっていると思いますので、はい、皆さん、Netflix の、鉄拳ブラッドライン、皆さん楽しみにしててください。鉄拳プロジェクトの原田でした。
Essa live é
that was
só
so cool, Harada. I mean,
bobeirinha aí, entendeu?
That's Mr. Tekken. So to have him, and that's what I love about all this stuff that Netflix does. Is Harada's directly involved, as you can see, in building this out and partnering with Netflix to make a Tekken.
Deve falar da série do Resident
Evil.
Again, I wouldn't have guessed a Tekken anime would be on the menu, but it looks incredible.
I mean, like you said, it's for the fans from the source itself, which makes it so much better. Cool fighting, of course. I think that's all going to be implemented, but it sounds like there's going to be so much more depth to the story. We're going to really get to see Jin and his mother, Jun's sort of relationship and what all of that means.
Pô, na moral, vou te falar, ser apresentador desses programas merda, que anuncia merda, deve ser uma merda, mano. Tem que inventar coisa pra falar ali, pra entreter os outros.
Hope he's also working on another Tekken game.
Olha a cara de felicidade do cara de animação.
Forçadaço. Badass in his own right. A legendary personality.
Que sorriso,
of course, legendary sunglasses, legendary outfits. Harada always shows up with style.
Yeah, where can we get the Harada glasses, huh?
I was going to say, we should end the show in our Harada glasses.
We should. Be sure to head over to Twitter for more Tekken news at Netflix Geek to stay on top.
Mano, acabou de começar.
And for all things anime, you know what to do. Smash that follow button on Twitter for Netflix Anime.
So if you didn't know, over the last year, Netflix has started including a bunch of great mobile games as part of your membership.
That's right. This is a brand new thing Netflix introduced late last year, and there are no ads, no microtransactions, and a huge variety of games that are constantly being updated for everyone who's a Netflix subscriber, no additional cost.
Here's a taste of the games you can find right now.
Netflix Game. Ah, mano, eu não perco tempo. Imagina, sabe o que é isso? Eles estão botando essa porra pra justificar o preço caro pra caralho que a Netflix tá cobrando.
I want that as my theme song. I love that
music. It's so good. It's so diverse, and I feel like my Netflix homepage in general looks that diverse too with the stuff that I watch, and to see that reflected in the games, it's really cool.
To start, we have a few based off of some of the most popular Netflix series.
Our first one is coming to you straight from the fold.
There are no others like us, and there never will be.
You have no idea how much larger a role you have to play.
Okay. That's right, Shadow and Bone is getting a game, y'all.
Shadow and Bone Destinies is a narrative RPG with roguelike elements based on the beloved show based on Lee Bardugo's books.
In this game, you play as your favorite characters and journey across the world of the Grishaverse in a narrative adventure to fulfill your destinies. Ooh,
along the way, you'll need to make decisions that will determine the course of your journey. It's being created by Chimera Entertainment.
And we actually learned on Monday that the production has officially wrapped on season 2 of the show. So, Shadow and Bone fans, we are eating good this year.
Whether you're a Darkalina stan or a Melina Supremacy, whatever that means, be sure to follow Netflix Geeked on Instagram.
Okay, so Jeff, you were saying that there's a wide variety of games on Netflix, which is true. And I got to look at your second game today, and yeah, I think this is exactly for you. They finally made a game for your personal favorite Netflix show.
Nailed it.
Jeff, I'm very excited.
What? Too hot to handle, oh my God. Coming from developer Nanobit, based off the hit, that's right, hit Netflix reality show. It is, you're right, Mari, Too Hot to Handle the game.
See, finally, Jeff. They've been listening to you.
The Twitch chat, I'm sure, is just, I can't even imagine what's going off now in the chat, guys. But here you go, Too Hot to Handle. This is actually a real game. It is coming to Netflix.
That's right, and just like Too Hot to Handle, the series, expect the game to feature lots of innuendos and fun plot twists, and of course, romance.
I'm just mesmerized watching the dialogue go off here. Select your outfit, oh my God.
Uh-huh. The game follows the TV show rules, and the player's goal is to find the best partner by going through episodes and making their own decisions. Basically, their own season. How fun is that?
She's talking about
game. Olha os jogos da Netflix games.
As we go on.
Olha, Kevin.
She blushes? How about you, Gorgeous?
Meu Deus, que coisa horrorosa.
Maybe we should just read the B-roll of Too Hot to Handle for the rest of the show. Anyways, I'm definitely not getting the prize money, I don't think. But,
vai dar mais certo que essa porra aí.
Yeah, again, out of all the games that are being announced today, I will tell you, walking in this door this morning, I did not expect to see a Too Hot to Handle game. All right, well, the show is absolutely insane if you haven't seen it, so if you want to dive in while you wait for the game, Too Hot to Handle is on Netflix, the first 3 seasons.
Okay, Jeff, I don't know about you.
We recover from that?
Yeah, no, I don't think there's ever recovering from that.
Season 4.
Season 4. Get this guy on the show.
All right, well, so now we gotta, where do we go from there, right?
We're pivoting. We are pivoting straight to some badass action.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but my Netflix list is this conglomeration of the Too Hot to Handles, you know, the reality TV shows, and then also like epic, awesome, badass stories. So, yeah, of course we're going to be talking about that next.
Okay, well, we've got some epic stories and even more epic games like our next one, La Casa de Papel. This show is a global phenomenon, and now Netflix has partnered with the developer Killisoft to put you behind the mask.
Ooh, intriguing. This is an adventure game featuring an original standalone story set in the La Casa de Papel universe.
It's got a cool cel-shaded look. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Are you ready to sneak by cameras, crawl through vents, hack security systems, and silently knock out your enemies to pull off the world's biggest heist?
Metal Gear Papel, right?
Yeah, that's right.
This is a huge international phenomenon, this show. And it's so cool. Again, it's just like, this is a real adaptation. I think it's a very stylized take on this game, right? And I was like joking, like Metal Gear, it's like, obviously it's a very action-oriented
PC, pelo menos,
heist
também.
sort of game, and this is, feels very strategic too in how you go through it. So it looks like they've got safe cracking and everything.
That's right, safe cracking, lock-picking mini games, shooting sequences, and of course, the heist going awry.
Anything can happen.
That's right. I don't know how they do it so quietly. I just feel like I would make so much
like every
noise
game
in the
has to
event.
have some kind of event, right?
Yeah, you gotta have
lançam
events.
jogo do Round 6 também.
There's all of this and much, much more in the game based on La Casa de Papel.
Now, speaking of classic Netflix shows over the past few years, we all remember when the Queen's Gambit inspired a chess revolution.
That's right. Everyone was watching that show, and then everyone was playing chess.
De fora mesmo.
Chess isn't always competitive.
Pô,
Chess can also be beautiful.
Now you can enter Beth Harmon's world because there's a new game coming out from developer Ripstone, inspired by the Queen's Gambit series.
That's right, and it's not just a chess board. We have the first ever look at the trailer for the game. Let's check it out.
Resumindo, joguinho de xadrez 3D.
This game serves as a love letter to the series. You can really see it with the aesthetics already. You can play competitors online like we just mentioned, or you can play against characters from the series in beautiful settings. That's probably how we would play, right? Not online, but just
Beautiful, relaxing game of chess. You can learn chess with Mr. Scheibel, compete with Borgov, or challenge Beth to matches, speaking of lovely locations, in the park.
Lovely. Yeah. Let's take a look at all these locations. You can play in Beth's house as her career grows.
Of course, yeah, Beth's house, that's the way to do it. Also, apparently you can go to the orphanage where Beth learned how to play chess. Fun fact.
And how about Las Vegas? Because that's where she ultimately faced her test.
Little Vegas chess game at the bar, sure.
Yeah, and plus, there's tons of puzzles and challenges to keep your skills nice and sharp.
Check.
Checkmate.
Check it out. If you want more info on how to play the Queen's Gambit, check out Netflix Geeked on Instagram.
Oh, I'm excited for this next one.
Oh my God, last year we had so much fun talking about this, and now it's back for another
That's
season.
right. Next up, we have a show based on a game, based on some old-timey cartoons, if that gives you a little bit of a hint.
And it's a knockout!
Yeah.
If you're looking for fun, yes, we're looking for fun. In a welcome to the Cuphead, welcome to the Cuphead, welcome to the Cuphead.
Olha o joguinho do Satanás aí. Difícil pra caralho essa porra, tá louco.
Get that cup. Head? Oh, shut up.
The Cuphead show, oh my God, this is honestly one of my favorite shows.
Yes.
On Netflix. I love the game. The new DLC Delicious Fast Course actually coming out later this month. We just showed some stuff off the Summer Game Fest for that. But this show is so fun because the characters actually have voices. Cuphead is always getting Mugman into trouble. And it's so delightful, and I love that they're little snackable episodes. They're like 10 minutes long. I have so much fun watching them.
And there's nostalgia in the way that it is animated, of course, but it's also fresh. Gosh, it is so good. And the music is so good. Oh, yeah. I
No, it's like
it brings
so much more to the Cuphead lore. And when you play Delicious Last Course, I think it's going to mean that much more to you now because we've watched these episodes. The thing also is that Cuphead is a very difficult game, so I kind of like that you can just watch the show and not have to worry about dying every 15 seconds.
True. But the same amount of screaming as me playing the game.
Screams of joy.
Nessa daqui pode ter certeza que não vai sair,
Now, if you guys love the Cuphead show like me and like Mari, well,
hoje é só bagulho da Netflix e umas bobeirinhas aí.
Gosh, fellas, I'm sorry I got you tossed in the Hooskow.
The Slammer. The Crowbar Hotel.
The Stony Lonesome.
The Convict Condo.
The old Hooba Dooba.
I'm here for the soul. Let's make it snappy.
Fat chance.
Wait!
Now let's scram and catch that picture show.
O desenhozinho parece ser maneiro, cara.
Who's the host with the most? You are, you handsome devil.
Bite your tongue, or be sword will bite it for you.
Well, you can bite it or I can bite it, but either way, it's gonna get bit.
Let me introduce you to some friends.
Here, a couple of hot tomatoes.
Mum's the word. It's a secret.
Here goes nothing.
Gee, whoopsie, damn.
Spill the beans?
We're just a couple of dum-dums.
Eu acho que esse Netflix Games aí vai ser um fracasso.
That was swell. Neat.
E eu não vou dar um centavo pra jogar esses jogos aí da Netflix.
Chase it, boys, it's the cops.
Primeiro que é uma forma minha de protesto por causa dos preços abusivos dele. E segundo que, porra, não me atraiu em nada. Não me atraiu em nada. Se eu tivesse dinheiro, eu não contrataria.
There we go. Yes. August 19th. I think that's an announcement of the Cuphead show. And I love that Miss Chalice was in that clip because she's the new playable character in the DLC that's coming out in a couple weeks.
And we were left off with season 1 being like, what else happens with her?
Yes.
What's gonna happen? Oh my goodness. Yeah,
essa sériezinha do Cuphead parece maneirinha mesmo.
Yeah, the voices are so good.
I said that, like, those characters, you play the game and you don't really think about what they would sound like in real life. And then last year we first met the characters and we heard their voice, I'm like, it's just so perfect. It's exactly how you'd want them to sound. They have so much fun with each other. And yeah, the fact that we got the first season earlier this year and now the next batch of episodes coming in August, yeah, I'm so excited with it. It's so authentic, as you said. Like, this is exactly what I want Netflix to be doing more of, is adding lore to these gaming worlds, and Cuphead itself is such an amazing
Live
so, yeah, I'm very excited.
And if you're anything like us and you're craving some more throwback animation, timey music, truly just demented adventures, the Cuphead show is streaming right now on Netflix with more episodes on the way this summer.
That's right, August. All right, that's one of the biggest announcements of this show for me. And stick around because later today, the cast and showrunners are doing a table read for a brand new episode of the Cuphead show right here on Geek Week.
So fun. All I want to hear is more of roll the dice.
Roll the dice.
Netflix has been partnering with some of the best indie devs out there, and we're going to give you an exclusive look at 3 new titles.
All right, first up, I mentioned earlier indie games. This is one that I'm very, very excited about. It's called Lucky Luna, and it comes from Snowman, who you may know as the company behind games like Alto's Odyssey and Skate City. Let's see what they've got. This is a beautiful, original, brand new game for Netflix. Check it out.
Se esse for um jogo feito por uma pessoa, né? Os famosos indie, né? Aquela pessoa que faz o jogo sozinha, né? Tá tentando sobreviver, ganhar um dinheirinho e tudo mais. Merece ser jogado, merece ser prestigiado. Mas isso aqui foi feito por uma empresa grande, mano. Pra tu ver que os caras não tem mais criatividade, eles começam a lançar coisa que, porra, 1980, 1990, ali, esses jogos assim.
So perfect, and this is what I want more from Netflix, is completely original games, looks tons of fun, has that old school feel to it.
Yeah,
it feels
that
like.
Caraca, não tem nada novo.
I'm very, very excited this is going to be coming to Netflix, and that we got to announce it
Yeah, and a little bit more about it. It is a journey written in the stars.
Hidden dungeons, mythical temples, mysteries of the past. That all kind of qualifies any game to be on my list of something I want to play.
This story is inspired by a Japanese folktale called The Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. Over 1,000 years later, it's a game which is so awesome. My dad used to talk to me about this story. It was like a bedtime story. Yeah. I'm assuming it's the princess who is part of the moon. Like she's one of the moon people who came to Earth, and she was found in a bamboo by the bamboo cutter.
Wow.
This is all, I'm piecing it together now. It's a beautiful story.
You're like
it's
an
really
expert
gorgeous.
on the bamboo cutter story.
Well, I don't know. I'm an expert only if my dad said the story right, and if I was listening correctly as a kid.
He wouldn't lead you astray. Yeah, I love though, is you said this is something that's not like there's already an anime of this on Netflix and now they're making a game of it. Like this is a completely original experience, and it's a vertical platformer without a jump button. Keep that in mind. So you're swiping to move Luna as she plunges deeper and deeper through ancient temples and lost ruins, which is a genius way to adapt the usual console kind of side-scrolling gameplay. It's got a story mode, special challenge rooms, and an expansive world, but you have to stay focused to avoid traps, dodge enemies, and collect pearls. That's what all those little white things are.
Gotcha. An endless mode has players competing on leaderboards to collect the most pearls or see who makes it the furthest in each of the game's various levels.
Lucky Luna, very excited to announce this, and it's coming this summer only on Netflix. Exclusive independent game from an acclaimed developer. As I said, I want to see more of this from Netflix, and I'm very excited that we get to announce this and that people get to play it this summer.
Have you ever wished you could explore your dreams and memories?
No.
Never? Yeah, it's kind of terrifying.
Dark. What about your nightmares? Yes.
Yes.
Desta, The Memories Between, is a turn-based strategy game that's a mix of Into the Breach, Hades, Inception, and Dodgeball. Those are four things I would not think necessarily fit together.
Yeah, no, especially the last one.
Yeah, Hades, Dodgeball, Inception.
Yeah,
Into
what
the
are we
Breach.
talking about? Well, in this, you overcome broken relationships and a tragic family event all through the medium of a surreal and exciting ball game. Let's take a look.
Since I've been home, I've had such vivid dreams. Memories of people and places I've struggled to return to. I'm searching every night, trying to understand. Those words left unsaid stand in my way. But I think I found a way through.
Caralho!
Let's see how far it takes us.
Quem vai jogar essa merda aqui, cara? Fala pra mim quem vai jogar essa porra.
This comes from a really acclaimed developer in London, Us 2. Dan Gray is one of the guys there. I know him well. I've visited that studio. And these guys have done a lot of really acclaimed independent games. And here's, again,
Estão dando dinheiro para as
brand
pessoas
new
erradas
game,
fazerem
which,
jogo. Não é
as we heard in the
possível,
description,
mano.
it's just like unlike anything else out there. Desta, The Memories Between.
I'm a sucker for isometric
Yes.
viewpoints
Porra,
in
cara.
games, and just, like you said, really unexpected things that's mashed together.
And you said isometric. These guys did Monument Valley, which was such, a classic, incredible
that makes
indie
sense.
game. It had that cool, everyone remembers that game a couple years ago and the sequels, and now they've gone on to do a bunch of other really interesting
apareceu o nome aí
unique
na
games.
tela aí,
Another
meu
one,
nobre.
which is,
Eu não
fully
sei o que,
original
Dreams
story,
aí da cabeça dando saco.
made by an acclaimed indie developer and coming to Netflix.
Alguma porra aí,
Desta,
ó lá,
The Memories
Desta,
Between
The Memories
has a
e
roguelike
não sei o que
structure.
between.
So the enemies and the abilities change from run to run, so it's kind of infinitely replayable in that way.
Be sure to check out this game when it launches later this year. All right, I feel like indie game cred does not get any better than this one, Jeff.
Oh, wow, you're setting up something pretty big here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, let's take a look at some games that are coming to Netflix from the one and only
Toda essa porra aí é jogo pra vir pra Netflix, pra
has
jogar
an
na
incredible eye for
Como é que esses
stylish,
caras têm coragem,
exciting
mano? Devem
games
estar,
across
na
all
moral,
genres.
deve achar que a gente é muito otário. A gente deve ser muito cuzão do caralho pra esses malucos lançar essas merda, cara. E achar que a gente vai
not two,
comprar.
but 3 games coming to Netflix from Devolver.
First up, it is Reigns, 3 Kingdoms.
The original
Que jogo
Reigns took
horroroso.
off as a game that could be described
O
as
outro, mané.
Tinder for Monarchs.
I love that.
I'll go with that. You run your own kingdom, making tough decisions that have rewards and consequences, meeting other characters who can change your destiny with merely a swipe.
I mean, isn't that what you're doing with Tinder?
There you go. Also coming from Devolver, we have Terra Nil, the strategy city-building game with an emphasis on the climate crisis. This is nice to see, right?
Yeah.
In Terra Nil, it's your job to turn a barren wasteland into an ecological paradise with flora, fauna, wind turbines, and, wait for it, water pumps.
Water pumps. We love our water pumps. Each piece of land you turn into a lush paradise will give you points.
Well, that's just
lovely,
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, warms my heart. And once you've successfully saved the environment, thank you, you turn the remaining buildings into an airship to leave the beautiful
Não, eu vou comprar
wilds.
Play 5 pra jogar essa porra
Oh
mesmo.
my gosh.
You wouldn't
That's
expect that, right?
altruistic.
R$5.000.
I feel like we're kind of spoiling the game, aren't we?
Well, I
jogar
don't
essa
know. I
porra.
mean, it's a lofty goal to want
get to your
attain.
airship?
Yeah. And then to beautify it and then to be like, you know what? You're better off without me. I mean, God.
Vocês sabem quando a indústria do jogo utilizou todo o potencial do Xbox 360?
Probably
Foi
more
quando
that, and it's
lançaram
probably not
GTA V.
steampunky if we've got wind turbines and things like this.
Foi ali que conseguiram explorar todo o
And then
potencial do
finally,
console.
from the
No
creator
final,
of the award-winning
na
Downwell,
vida,
it's
nos minutos finais do videogame.
This is my, I think this might
O
be
mesmo
my
acontece com o
favorite
PlayStation
name for a
4,
video
cara,
game
e
of the
Xbox
year
One.
so far.
Até agora
I
não
always love to
lançaram
say
um
it.
jogo que explorasse todo o
Everyone in
potencial do
chat right
console.
now.
Aí vão meter o Play 5,
Point P.
o
Hashtag
Xbox
Point P.
X
exactly.
Series
I
e
mean,
tal.
get ready to dodge adorable baddies
E aí
and
vai
feed the
lançar
blue
os jogos do
beast.
Play 4
Yes,
para
the
esses
blue beast.
consoles
That's
e
hot
nunca
on
que
your
vai explorar o
heels.
potencial
That's all
máximo dos
coming in
consoles, porque
Point P.
eles
We
ficam com
have
preguiça.
the first official look at Point P.
O único console que
exclusive
conseguiram
for you. Let's
explorar
check
ao
it
máximo
out.
foi o Play 3 e o Xbox 360. E o PlayStation 2 também. Puta que pariu, maluco. Olha que... Tá de sacanagem.
Know that the beast was gonna be so cute.
This is a beast. Is
Jogo
it
pra
Point P? What is
criança, né,
Point? Is
mano?
Point P the character, do we think?
I think Point P might be the character.
Is
The
that like
blue
a
beast
class
is.
of character? Like, is Point P a specific character? You think Point P is like a species?
Oh, a species.
You look at
or a
that. Look at that art.
character?
I'm like, it's unclear to me. Who are they? All point? Are they Point Ps? That's like the plural of a point.
I feel like Point P must be the character. I mean, it's got a hat and stuff. You know, it's an
Mano,
established.
teve uma época aí que o PlayStation 4
person
tava valendo
knows it.
Individualized.
R$200.
That's Point P. There's
Right.
only
Com
one
nota
Point P.
There's only
fiscal,
one Point P,
não
or
era
is it-
roubado nem nada.
I don't know, many Point P.
Conseguia comprar ele aí com
Feed the
1.200,
beast,
1.300
though,
reais
and then
fácil.
it being a
A
cat, I
loja
feel
que
like
eu era
most pet owners
patrocinado,
would be like,
a
yeah,
Novos
I need to
Horizontes
feed the
vendia
beast.
There's a lot of Point P. We need the
1.300,
Point P wiki. Can someone
1.250,
start that up
com
right
nota
now so we
fiscal.
can figure this out? I can tell you,
Agora tá
this
caro pra
game, I'm
caralho
sure,
o
is going to
bagulho.
be very addictive. The more you play, you keep going higher and higher up in the world, and the game, of course, gets harder and harder.
Yep, bouncing all over the place, grabbing fruit for the beast across randomly generated areas filled with creatures and special abilities, plus puzzle mode and endless mode, and even more.
It looks absolutely great, though, and tons of fun. And here's the
mano,
big
tipo assim, mal
announcement.
lançaram o
Drum
PlayStation
roll,
4 já
please.
lançaram o PlayStation 5. Tipo
Point
assim,
P is
porra,
available.
não deu pra
right
aproveitar
now.
o PlayStation
That's
4,
right,
a indústria.
surprise!
Shadow
Não explorou.
drop.
Netflix
explorou o
members
jogo.
around the world can play it today. Just open up your Netflix app on your phone and search for Point P to download it and play it right now.
The Summer Game Fest sensation, Point P.
Point P!
Download and play now. That's so fun, and that's what I love about, Netflix is this stuff is launching all the time, and their new games constantly
Só se me
showing
pagar,
up
se
in
me
the app
pagar, eu
as
jogo.
surprises.
Yep, that's right. To say that Dota has taken the gaming world by storm over the past 2 decades is a massive understatement. Jeff, you've been to the International, right?
I have a couple times. I went to the first International that was actually in Germany back in the day, and then I've been a couple times up to the International when they did the Key Arena, which is now Climate Pledge up in Seattle, and it's It's such a sensation. I love, all the amazing teams that have come a part of it. And even last year, we had a couple of Dota teams that were nominated at the Game Awards from Ukraine, of all places. It's a truly global game and such a phenomenon. Valve's done an amazing job with it.
So exciting being in an esports arena.
Absolutely.
My goodness.
Yeah, and Dota, people love the lore and the characters, and the game has an absolutely massive fan base. And the lore has been brought to life in the original series, Dota Dragon's Blood.
Free yourself. Your time has come.
Yep, this was when this first season came out a little while ago, and Dota fans were eating good, and I understand we have something special for the Dota fans right now. I believe I've been targeted. All right,
I'm sure it's nothing personal.
The arrow is headed right in my direction if I don't release all the details right now on Dota Dragon's Blood, which is set in a fantasy world of magic and mysticism. The story follows a dragon knight, Davion, who hunts and slays dragons to make the world a safer place. Is it a safer place if there are fewer dragons in the world?
I don't know.
I'm not sure that's necessarily true, right?
And not if you ask the
E agora,
dragon.
até para você trazer peças de computador lá de fora do AliExpress, o caralho da filha da puta da Receita Federal agora tá cobrando a porra toda, desgraçado.
August 11th.
Oh, that's exciting. So
August 11th.
for Dota, we've got lots of cool stuff happening in August with the Cuphead show. But right now, we've got Point P. Have you guys finished your Point P download? I was going to say, it is available right now. Now for something completely different.
Espera, porque a situação tá pica. Espera passar as eleições. A situação tá pica. Agora o governo federal quer congelar os preços dos mercados, ou seja, quer causar um caos na economia brasileira, mais ainda do que já tá. Congelar preços. Isso não existe. Livro básico de economia ali ensina a gente que não pode fazer isso nunca, congelar preço. Isso é errado. Pode o mercado, mais ainda, se tá ruim, piora 5 vezes mais se você congela o preço das coisas. O cara quer congelar o preço da comida, das coisas. Tá caro, mas eu sei que, mas não pode congelar não, mano. Se tá merda, continua na merda, mas não congela não, senão piora mais ainda. É igual bomba relógio, tu vai comprimindo a merda. É mais fácil deixar a merda saindo no esgoto ali, normal, tem que tá fedendo, mas pelo menos ela tá indo pra algum lugar. Mas se você ficar segurando a merda vai explodir e vai sujar o banheiro todo. É isso que vai acontecer se fizerem isso com esse bagulho aí que o governo quer segurar os preços. Vai dar merda.
Oh, man.
Poll in the chat, guys. Come on.
Poll in the chat.
No, the Wild Things are in trouble, and they need your help, guys.
Economia básica ensina que não pode fazer essas coisas, que dá merda. É matemática básica, dá merda.
And restoring their environment to health.
And who wouldn't want to help out these adorable little creatures? Help them save all kinds of places. Lush forests, tropical islands, and icy terrains, and they need your help very soon.
Very soon, yeah. Because you can download Wild Things on Netflix later this month. I feel like we need a calendar. Should we get a calendar?
I was going to say, Point P today, later this month, Wild Things.
Só fica aqui em cima de mim, só esperando sair da cadeirinha. Aí daqui a pouco eu vou puxar. Aí ele pula na cadeirinha pra deitar.
All right, well, next up, an animated series based on an absolute gaming icon.
That's right. We're talking about Sonic Prime. And we've got some very exciting news from some of Sonic's friends. Let's check it out.
Sonic. Algo bom aí, ó, Sonic.
Sorry, Big. Sorry, Froggy. Can't chat. Gotta go help our friends.
No problem, Sonic.
É jogo, é?
I know what you're thinking. I'm good. And powerful, apparently. Jealous?
Sonic has had a big year.
He's got a schedule. He's got no time for anyone.
I mean,
gotta run.
how could you have time? You've got the movie, the new game, Frontiers is coming out later this year, and
He's got
now
his agent on the phone.
Sonic Prime. I mean, Sonic's a pretty big deal these days.
Absolutely. Sonic Prime is the hedgehog you know and love until an incredible twist thrusts Sonic into a new adventure.
The new series features a reinvented cast and Sonic like you've never seen him before, where the fate of the multiverse rests in his gloved hands.
This time, Sonic's adventure isn't just a race to save the universe from Dr. Eggman. It's a race to save, dun dun dun, his friends.
Nunca vi gatinho gostar tanto de beijo.
Sonic's kind of taking his friends for granted, if I have to be honest with you.
Ooh, that's a hot topic. I mean, how could you take Big the Cat or Froggy for granted? I mean, come on, Sonic.
We're getting into Froggy, wow. We're getting deep into Sonic lore. All right, well, we're gonna find out what happens to Sonic, Froggy, and all his other friends when Sonic Prime debuts only on Netflix.
Okay, so back to the games. We debuted some today based on Netflix shows, saw some fresh ideas from brilliant indie studios. I mean, what's next, Jeff?
I think we're gonna take a look at a few games you may recognize that are making their mobile debut only on Netflix. First up here is Raji, an ancient epic.
In this game, you play young Raji, chosen by the gods to stand against a demonic invasion.
Her destiny? To rescue her younger brother and face the demon lord. Everyone say it together with me. Mahabalasura.
Whoa.
Yeah, see? That's the toughest word of the show, guys.
It's going to be a blast to play, coming from Notting Head Games later this year. Mark that calendar.
Parece interessante isso daí.
Now let's take a look at another celebrated indie coming soon to Netflix. This is Spiritfarer.
Mas é evento sobre os jogos que vai lançar na Netflix. Joguinho estilo Ori, né, maninho? Cara, estilo Ori. O que foi? Você quer ir lá fazer brincadeirinhas com o gatinho, filho? Olha o gatinho ali, filho.
Olha o gatinho, meu amor.
E aí, tá? No evento que teve aí da PlayStation, eu vi aí, só assisti.
All the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen.
That was so much to unpack. It started with like, oh, okay, cool, it's crafting, there's mining, there's building involved. Oh, okay, it's like got some 2D scroller type of elements to it. And then it's like, learn to say goodbye.
Yes, death is a theme in this game, which came out a couple years ago on Xbox. This developer, Thunder Lotus Games, is up in Canada, and it's a beautiful game, as you said. Like, there's a lot to unpack. There's a lot deeper than you'd think. Spiritfarer is the coziest, sweetest game about, yes, dying, now available for the first time on mobile. I never thought I'd ever say that.
That's a really good way to describe it, my gosh. You play as Stella, ferry master to the deceased, a spiritfarer. Build a boat to explore the world, then befriend and care for spirits before finally releasing them into the afterlife.
Yeah, there's so much going on, as you said, in this game. You can spend relaxing quality time with your spirit passengers, create lasting memories, and ultimately learn, as the trailer said, how to say goodbye.
That's so deep. My gosh.
It's a beautiful game, very thought-provoking, and has never been on mobile before, but now it's going to be.
There you go. It's such a unique and creative concept for a game, so no wonder it's been so popular. I'm gonna stop sleeping on it, and I'm gonna play it.
Okay, well, if you're looking forward to Spiritfarer, like Mari, let us know over on Twitter at Netflix Geeked.
It is so exciting to see all of these legit mobile games. I mean, how crazy to go from mailing DVDs to getting video games on your mobile device. I mean, what a glow up Netflix has had.
I know, makes you think, like, what's next?
Yeah, what is next?
Well, now we're going to head on over to Wallachia for a very special Geeked Week announcement.
Don't listen to her, Richter.
I have no choice.
There's always a choice.
I'm sorry, Richter.
He knows you kill vampires.
But I pray for you.
I'm so sorry.
So part of you has died.
We're looking for someone called Download.
Castlevania's back.
Did I hear Richter?
Yeah, I think you did. I mean, I feel like Castlevania really was the OG Netflix gaming show, if you guys remember when that started.
It set the bar.
Exactly. An incredible,
and so high.
Exactly. An incredible franchise we all know and love from our childhood, done so well on Netflix. And now Castlevania Nocturne is the new Castlevania series from showrunner Kevin Coldy.
It'll focus on Richter Belmont, a descendant of Trevor in Sypha and Maria Renard during the French Revolution.
Castlevania Nocturne is currently in production, but be sure to get all the latest updates on that new series right over on Twitter at Netflix Geeked.
My gosh, we're good.
Simpatico. All right. We have covered so much today, Mari. Does that mean we're like at the end of the show?
I don't know. Don't say it's so, Point P.
I was going to say, there may be a Point P surprise. Right?
Yeah, there's a ton more coming, though, actually.
That's right. Hard to believe, but by the end of this year, there will be over 50 different Netflix games.
So many games. I mean, games on top of games on top of games. It is so exciting, and here's a taste of everything else coming our way.
Wow, it's amazing in a year how far Netflix, even half year really, how far Netflix has come. And I was excited to see a lot of those indie announcements today. Clearly games are going to be a big part of Netflix moving forward, and also gaming series. So we had a jam-packed day. I can't imagine what Geeked Week 23 is going to look like if we're on this kind of clip.
No, it was a lot today. It was, and so much to look forward to as well.
It was. And while you're waiting for all of the new ones to drop, there are tons of free games for you to download right now, such as
Point P.
See, guys, we're driving record number of Point P downloads. All right. Well, I'm going to do that right now because that, folks, is our show, and that's Geeked Week almost. There's still a little more, right?
Yeah, that's right. Don't go anywhere, because even though the debuts are done, we're finishing Geeked Week with a bang, of course.
Up next, the cast and creators of the Cuphead show are doing a table read of a brand new episode which hasn't even hit Netflix yet, another Geeked Week exclusive.
We're going to be watching that for sure. And then we have the star of Resident Evil live at the Twitch Gaming Gathering, so don't miss that.
Well, that's really fun down at Summer Game Fest. And to top it all off, back here at noon Pacific, join us for a live episode of the Geeked podcast.
That's right. Hosts Princess Weeks and Tessa Netting, hi Tessa, will chop up the biggest news of the week and everything you might have missed.
I sure hope Point P's the big headline of that show.
It better be, otherwise we'll have something to say.
Absolutely. All right, so don't go anywhere. But we're going somewhere to download
Pointy.
That's right. All right, we'll see you guys next year, Geek Tweak. See ya.
It is over, 11. You have freed me.
Tá assim, 11h30, acho que é da noite, né? Resident Evil, ela balisca. Acabou. 11 horas. Eu acho que vai ser Cuphead Show. Acabou. Meu Deus do céu, mano. A galera, velho. Acabou. Só merda. Tirando algumas coisinhas dali. Nada que me chame a atenção. Bom, vou finalizar aqui. Abrir essa live só pra assistir isso aí com vocês. Pra gente ver se teria alguma coisa legal e tal. Mas é isso. Até mais, pessoal. Fiquem bem e tenham uma boa... Hoje é sexta? Tenham uma ótima sexta-feira.